Hi there! My name is Krishna, your all-time favorite wanderer. But before we get any farther, let me ask you a question first. Do you happen to have thought of what it's like many years ago? Does it ever cross your mind about how people back then found ways to write, draw, and even paint? Well, today is your lucky day because today we are going to take a look at art from a long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, the history of art of the Orient Pearl, the Philippines.
Wow! I see! You've taken the portal to go back to the pre-colonial period. Hi, my name is Nell. The pre-colonial art period was a time of discoveries. Art was expressed through drawings on the rocks to show the religious symbol, either animistic or Islam based. They also expressed their daily activities like fishing, farming, and they also put some decorative patterns in walls, rocks, or woods. Let's take a look at this picture. Are you familiar with this? I'm sure you've seen this from your elementary books and modules. This is how art made was during the pre-colonial period. In this period, which is also known as Neolithic period, which is the later part of Stone Age, they make art by making stone weapons, jewelry, and decorative props out of stone. They also make their own shelter and has an alphabet which is by Bayin. They also have tattoos as ornamentation and rite of passage. Now, let's see what happened next.
The pre-colonial period is such an interesting one. Now, let me take you to the Spanish colonial period. My name is Turget Joanne. Now, the Spanish colonial period started when the Philippines colonized by Spaniards. They are introduced for paintings, sculpture, architecture, influence with Byzantine, Gothic, Baroque, and Rococo art style. Most art during this period are religious or Catholic based. Some of you are familiar with this painting, aren't you? Do you know what this painting is called? You are correct. It is a famous Polarium by Juan which was carved in 1884. Do you know that this painting is categorized under the Spanish colonial period? Until now, it is a famous and well-known despite the fact that has been created many years ago. Amazing, right? In addition, Spanish colonialism lived in Filipino antique furniture and carving design, some of which are still used as a reference for carver up until now. I wonder what happened next after this period. Aha! My friend Julie knows.
Oh, there you are. My friend Joanne told me you wanted to know how it was during the American colonial period. Hope on it, because we're gonna travel back to the 1800s. By the way, my name is tour guide Chu. Americans brought education to the Philippines. That's why schools like University of Siliman University, and Central Philippine University were built. They also brought Art Nouveau style, which is an architecture art design, prominent to Western Europe. Education is more accessible in this period than Spanish colonial period, where the rich people can always study. Here, Filipinos were taught by exotics. The American influence can be mostly on architecture and literature because of education. Because of that, art forms were usually found in building architectures and landscapes, like this. Of course, there are still paintings and drawing during this period, but paintings themed in this period are landscapes. Still, life and portraits are reserved for officials with high ranks. That's how it is during the American colonial period. Want to know more? Then continue this quest to the Japanese colonial period.
Ohayo gozaimasu! Welcome to the Japanese colonial art period. Please enjoy our tour as we take a look at art way back 1940s. By the way, you can call me Sensei Divine. Japanese invasion caused fear, suffering, and hardships to the Filipino. The development of art stopped because of the war. Filipinos were deprived from freedom of expression and speech because Japanese stopped the publication. But they also influenced us with poem style which were Tanaga and Haiku. Some of us are familiar with this because they taught in literature and art classes. Do you remember? If not, then take a look at this. These are some examples of haiku and tanaga. Despite the sufferings, some artists express themselves through painting, like the painting which is the Manila War Ruins, painted by Ferdinand Amorsolo in the year 1945. Amazing, right? Now, do you still want to learn more? I knew you would. Take it away, Rose J.
Thanks a lot, Divine Sensei. Wow, you made it this far. Guess you really want to know more, huh? Don't worry because here I am to tell you more about the post-colonial art period. I am your tour guide, Rose J, at your service. The post-colonial art period is also known as the Philippine Modern Art Era. Arts in this period are modern, conservative, and experimental public art. This art has the influences of Western styles like pop art, maximalism, minimalism, abstraction, expressionism, constructivism, magic realism, and environmental art. Artists during this era have more freedom as to what theme and form they will be basing their artworks from, since we are no longer colonized by the other countries. Some of their works from this period are still praised and recognized today. For example, we have the Maria Makiling by Carlos Coto Francisco, which was created in 1947. Beautiful, isn't it? Of course, art has evolved and always evolved as long as new ideas and concepts ignite in the mind of creative individuals. With this, contemporary art was born. And to enlighten you with everything you need to know, here is tour guide Krista.
Hi everyone! Congratulations for making it this far. This just proves that indeed you are interested in a rich and colorful art history. But I got your back. So this time, we are gonna take a peek on Philippines' contemporary art period. My name is tour guide Krista. Now let's zoom in to the era of modernization and technology. Because of technology and Filipinos during this era now have freedom of speech and expression, different styles of art appeared, such as digital art, photography, junk art, and even mini sculptures in a pencil tip is an art style. Wanna see some examples? Let's take a look at these amazing masterpieces. Art during this period is also used to protest or express their feelings with a certain situation in the society or government with the use of editorial illustrations. During the contemporary period, many have realized that art can be in all sorts of forms. Therefore, pieces such as poetry, music, and even dance performances are now considered as art. At the same time, art is not just for aesthetics and entertainment, but it is also used to bring awareness. As a concrete example, newspapers now include drawings which convey an amount of opinion and information. In publications, we have editorial cartoons, like this. As we all have seen, art has evolved throughout time. We Filipinos are influenced with such diverse and unique culture, which has resulted to multiple award-winning masterpieces by our local artists. When we look back to where it all started, we'd realize that from then, we're naturally born with artistic hearts. And that's one of the things that no one can take from a Filipino. History mirrors our society, and we're glad that we shared some of it to you. Till we see each other again, goodbye everyone!